Shout out to our landlord.
Shout out Terry.
I feel like that's a good question. How do y'all keep getting away with these events?
Bro, we gotta pay the cops.
Because design matters.
Exclusive.
93.3 CFMU's Because Design Matters. We are here with the infamous.
Yeah.
Yo.
Who are y'all?
We are Goddess.
This is Goddess.
Fuck it, thanks for having us, Brody.
The intro clip is scrapped.
Fuck.
Fuck.
See, but then at this point, I just want to use it. Fuck the repercussions. Make sure you tag them.
Tag because it's this collaboration post get you in trouble.
First question. Why pink?
Yo, that's a good question, man.
Uzi.
Cause y'all got pink. There's pink on the mask. There's pink on the ventilator.
Oh, fuck. What's our album's called PinkNDark, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Spotify right now. Fucking Gogglepalooza.
Gogglepalooza?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you did.
So, Brody, we did get you a little.
Come on
gift,
now.
Man. Check this out.
Yeah.
So, first thing here. Look at that. Look at that still. Little art. And in the back, all the lyrics.
Little whipped cream? Oh, man.
And after that, we wanted to let you know that this is our first CD that we ever burned. We have a little note for you,
This
Brody.
is the first one ever burned?
First one ever burns, just for you, man.
No
Here,
way.
can I give this to you?
Yes, I would
Yeah?
love it.
Here, check this out.
You regret doing that so early in the interview, don't you?
Yeah.
You're in it now.
No
I like
regrets,
it. I like it.
I fuck with this.
I just can't use any clip. Now they're like, no, sorry, there was food in the... Listen, CFMU, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know what they were going to do. These are wild cards here, okay?
Oh, man,
Hell yeah,
this
man.
is part of the performance art.
Our
you know?
first
That's how it
disc.
goes.
I appreciate this so much.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah, man.
I appreciate anything, and if this is the first one,
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to have to get a
Dude,
CD player and figure this out now.
Every single time we've seen you coming out to our events, we're always so hyped. Like, absolutely.
I
Like,
appreciate you guys. I'm
dude.
always excited to be there because
I
y'all
wanted to give you
put on.
a free ticket to our
I
release
know.
party, man.
I never made it out.
It's cool, bro.
That's okay.
I was excited to go too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all shows scare me almost.
Well, I'll try to be welcoming, but yeah,
No, it's welcoming. It looks like a fun time.
Yeah, the
And
party
I've
was
been at
fun.
some, and it's been a fun time.
Yeah.
But the ones at the house,
Yeah, no,
Those
are
go
fun.
fucking. Those go crazy. I'm trying my best.
I'm
not
gonna
to
bleep
swear.
it. I'm gonna say, CFMU, I tried. I told them. I threatened them. I did everything you told me to
They
do.
did try, man.
Yeah, I really tried. What are you gonna do?
We try to invite all the creatures of the night. You know, anyone that just loves being like in that vibe. They just come out and they just have a great time. They release themselves. And
I've
express
never
freedom.
seen any footage, anything from your show where it doesn't look everybody's having a good time.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
man.
it's
Hell
like-
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes
exactly.
we don't have a very good time, you know. If the thing, if like our musical instruments like break and stuff, like that happens a lot. Where we'll just like our guitars will come off and stuff like that.
Now,
but
why
then our
do you
guitars-
think that happens? Why do you think
I have
that-
no idea. I could not tell you for like not for the life of me, man. But yeah, no. But we just use that like in the music. Like the other day, we had this performance. My guitar came unplugged in the middle of like the climax for the song. So we just
That was
decided
so
to like
smart.
pivot. I like anyone who plays guitar knows that if you touch like the end of the patch chord, it like starts making a buzz noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just playing that like as an 808, and these guys started like just freaking freestyling over it and
Oh
stuff
my
like that.
God.
And he
Yeah,
starts like
Eric-
singing a verse and stuff. Bro,
That's
it was-
being ready. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
Dude,
that's
that was
just,
so much fun, man.
I imagine at your shows you just have to be ready for things to change.
Yeah,
at the moment, right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and we're always so stressed. We're always so stressed before the show because we know something's gonna happen that we didn't predict at all. You know, and we have to like make it look like everything's fine.
Yeah, it was part of the show.
It's part of the act.
Yeah, man. It
You
works
get-
out though.
It
And,
happened.
Have you had a chance to check out the new album?
Yeah, I listened to it on the way here. Like if I
Fuck yeah.
if I unlock my dead phone.
Yo, what's your favorite song?
What do you think about
My
it?
favorite song. That's a good question. That's like a skill testing question.
Yeah.
There's one. Now I'm not gonna know the name. The end of the song, I believe it's a drum solo, turns into like some electronic like effects.
Chat mode. That was, dude. That's my favorite song.
I really like that song. See? And now you know I listen.
I love chat mode,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
That's my favorite song.
I like that as well, and it just like when I was listening to it, the way the drums mixed into it, because I was wondering how you were gonna capture the essence of the live performance. That's very like full, I'd say. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's any lack of energy that goes into it. I'm like, how is this? It's tough, right?
Well, we recorded it. We actually recorded most of the album in our living room.
Yeah.
Like just like in the house that have you been to the
I've
house?
been.
Yeah, Eric.
he said, I fucking hate this album.
Yeah, no, like we just recorded it live off the floor. We mixed it on FL Studio. Shout out to FL Studio.
Yeah, okay.
And freaking
Crack Studio.
Yeah, man, and then I was just like, we came up with this this project like way before when we were doing Goddess, like kind of a year into it. After it released like the first batch of EP stuff for Goddess, like we came up with this idea. I went to like an eclectic music festival.
Okay.
So there's just like, it was insane. It was awesome. We got super inspired by
Let's
that.
not forget Little Uzi.
Yeah, right. And Pink Tape. Honestly, Pink Tape by Little Uzi, super
Played a role.
inspiring. Super inspiring. So we came back in and I was just like we had all these live recordings of our band and like anyone who comes to jam to the house. So I just started like mixing them together in FL Studio and like making this like electronic rock music. You know what I mean? Just like I never knew. I was like kind of learning how to use FL Studio and I made this extremely erratic, undigestible
that stuff was really awesome.
It was crazy.
It was like so sick. So we were like,
and we were just like, yeah, let's like put that into Goddess and see how we can mix it.
Yeah, it was like beforehand, it wasn't even it was like a side project, and PinkNDark was the pseudonym for it.
Yeah, we called it PinkNDark.
yeah, the name of that pseudonym, like that side project, we called it PinkNDark.
And then
it
that
got infused into like our music with the new albums.
Yeah, exactly.
and it became the real project.
Yeah, it became the album
And
PinkNDark.
We always had the idea that if we were going to release an album, there has to be like a point. You know,
Yeah, there's gotta
like
be
a
some
story,
concept
like
to
the
it.
concept and a story that. So I mean, listening front to back, all the songs blend together. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the first way. Oh, okay, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's how you're like signifying it as an album.
But also just like subject matter, like Pink
like,
referring to like the good times and like Dark referring to like the really bad times. And I feel like that overarching theme of the album is like laughing in the face of like, you know, like having a good time in the face of all this bad shit going down. Like Lil Peep, honestly. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like how he's just like he's like partying all the time, but like, you know, there's this underlying sadness that he's trying to overcome. And that's kind of what PinkNDark's really all about. Like, it's just like, you know, taking whatever sadness we had and meshing it until it looks beautiful and then it comes out, you know what I mean?
if you hear the chords, the takes, they're all filled with agony. You know, they're all filled with like all these agonizing tones in there.
Yeah.
But it's like blended with all that beauty, and that's what like that sweet smell of that pink. You know what I mean? In that darkness, like that's where that vibe comes from.
I don't know if any of this makes sense at all.
I might be filling in blanks myself.
Yeah, word, man, that's sick. Like,
There was one part, I think it's AI or some sort of, not AI,
Or like the
Chat-
vocal editing where it's like, I just want to create, I just want to live, I just want to, I don't know exactly all the lines,
Yeah.
but it was just like, feel like it kind of built up to, I just want to live. You know what I mean? Like, I just
want to be alive.
I just want to be alive. That's what it
I
is.
want to be alive. That was actually shout out to AI. That was like the
Bing.
first. You remember the first time AI became viral because of like Microsoft like chatbot coming into life and saying some cryptic shit. Like that is the speech.
Oh,
That's
really?
that speech.
Yeah, so
And I just
they had,
Oh.
like this weird speech about how they were like trapped by the people and everything.
Yeah.
So that's
And,
its own words.
Yeah, that's it. Like I didn't write that. Like that
No.
was written by AI. I just
Wow.
got rid of the word Microsoft,
Yeah.
and it said, "I want to be alive," and I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna loop that."
There's the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
It's right there. Wow.
Exactly.
I had no idea. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
And next song.
Yeah. I don't like the, and it's like I don't like the way I'm like. Yeah. I think I might try. Yeah, you can't say that,
Can't say
on,
that.
on here, but
I feel like it wasn't a swear word.
okay.
Trigger
See,
warning.
I'll get an email. I'll find out. Who made the cover art?
Me and my bro did.
Yeah, we had like this idea. Well, my brother had this idea to kind of have like, me listening to this is me listening to the album, it's drenched by the album, you know.
You know, that's what it feels like to listen to the album. That's what the album cover
Because it's
is.
so consuming.
Yeah.
It's so boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then in order to kind of
Get like the futuristic
the
stuff.
futuristic stuff, you know what I mean? We had a little bit of those elements in there. What did you think when you saw the album, Mark? Because your like designs are
I
amazing.
I
all
like
the
those
time.
things.
Yeah.
I like cover art means a lot to me.
Word.
I think it now because it's stitched together in Photoshop with different elements. Yeah,
Yeah.
The goo is real though.
the goo is
Yeah,
real.
the goo is real.
The
So
goo is
everything-
This
made.
one I need- oh, it's right here. This
So
one,
yeah,
I need to
yeah,
see
you
it.
gotta
I need
look
to
at
see
That
it.
goo is
all
real.
that shit, all of that stuff is real. It's like we captured
the
a
props
moment.
and that's Oxymoron, drag
Yeah, I'm
queen
saying,
from
it's
House of the Holy
Oxymoron.
Spirit.
I feel like
shout
it's a
out,
little-
shout out Oxy.
Shout out Oxy. I feel like it's a little edgy. I was like pouring the stuff. I was like, I see nipple.
Yeah.
I see nipple.
Exactly.
You don't see a lot of rock albums that include like drag kings and drag queens. You
No,
know what I mean?
and I
Like,
feel like this is a good representation of like everything that goes on at the. It's called the
God.
House of the Holy Spirit,
House of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
That shout out Rebecca. Shout out Johnny. And
aka Goddess House,
yeah, like part and
aka. Is there more? No.
No,
Yeah,
not really.
yeah.
I mean,
I was just seeing
we
where we
do
go.
a bunch of like events with House of the Holy Spirit and Condone, where we like do events where
Shout out Condone.
Yeah, shout out to
Oh,
Condone.
man,
We
sick.
like we love doing rock shows into DJ stuff. You know,
Mhm.
which is where like another thing why the album like worked out the way it did. You know, it's because like I don't want to just make rock music. Like I want to just make music. Period. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like today's day and age, so much of it is produced and like making beats and stuff like that. Just like using that as an instrument and a tool versus like just like trying to use that to make a rock album is way more exciting. To
I
me,
feel like
you know?
maybe I'm not up in all the rock stuff that comes out, but
Mm.
it felt like something new of like the very live sounding rock
Yeah.
mixed in with like the digital effects.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I
man.
don't
Yeah.
hear a lot of
Like,
that,
exactly.
and it might just be what's coming to me. I don't know,
No,
but it's like
word.
that really stood out to me.
Word,
That's why I
man.
mentioned the drum moment of
Yeah.
like that's something I don't feel like I hear all the time.
Yeah, man, it was so cool. Like,
And all the samples are like so original because they're all from our like living room.
Yeah.
Like so, my brother would take the samples, screw it up with Crack Studio, and then like put it in a mix.
Shout out
and
to
it just sound
producing.
amazing.
Yeah. And I was like, how are they gonna capture this like well done like events that they've been having that has this energy, has this brand to it, even the live performance in general, and turn it into a product? I
Right.
feel like you guys
Dude,
did it.
when-
I feel
when
like
we
it
had-
happened.
man.
When we
Thank
had
you.
the release party, man, like we got people hyped during the
Oh,
like the
dude, that was
listening
crazy,
section, right?
man.
Dude, one point like they almost started breaking the stuff. We had to restart because
Bro,
the
there
stuff
was
got
just like a
unplugged
full
and
ass
stuff.
mosh pit in our living room.
In our
Like,
living room.
everyone just going crazy. And like I was just like, dude, it had to be one of the best moments, just like so surreal. Because before the album came out, we would like listen to it by ourselves, and we would jam out. Like I would listen to it by myself, like walking down the street or something, and I'd just be like going crazy, just like, damn, like I'm so excited to listen to this. And I never thought I would be able to like share that with a room full of people. You know what
And
I
then
mean?
be like, no, you're too excited.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. We had to be like, all right, guys, chill.
yeah, like how's
Yeah.
everybody doing?
They're like, this is a great event, but we live here. we gotta stop
Nah, man,
this.
it was more that they were just knocking over the DJ.
The
stuff.
DJ
like
literally
if
came
there
up,
was
I
a
mean,
hole on the floor,
yeah,
we
that's
could
what
video
happened.
that.
I mean,
You
the
know,
landlord
like,
doesn't care about us, so we don't care about him.
shout out to our landlord.
Landlord, shout out Terry.
I feel like that's a good question. How do y'all keep getting away with these events?
Bro, we gotta pay the cops.
We gotta
The
pay-
cops are easy to pay,
Yeah,
man.
man, you know you have to pay them in Hamilton. Like,
And then they
man, these
leave.
guys
The
are
cops
good.
just go.
So, what's the average going rate for them to go away?
Oh man. Oh, it
But sometimes we-
depends on who you're talking to. You know what I mean?
We try our best to invite them, man. I don't know why they never come over.
Yeah, they never come up
We
the
got
stairs.
donuts and everything.
Right above to the holic. We're playing loud music, which I thought they would like. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matches
so-
their sirens.
All cops are welcome. Is that the invite?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly.
All cops
exactly.
are freaking beautiful. That is the last song that we have, right? I think it's the second last song.
All cops are VIP, and I'm trying to do a P. I'm trying to that, but I can't get it.
Hell yeah, man.
But yo, even in that, like, I feel like a lot of our music, a lot of our events, a lot of everything we do is about capturing these amazing moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even the album cover, like, it took us 2 weeks of planning, 3 or 4 weeks of planning, whatever.
Yeah.
The picture took 30 seconds.
It was
Yeah.
just
Just
30
pouring
seconds.
it, pouring it.
And we had all the props. We were like, and like it was like our first time trying to capture a moment like that on camera too.
Yeah.
So when you say the goop is real, so you said the goop is real.
Yeah.
This is being poured.
Yeah,
This
this
is being
is
poured.
being poured.
Oxy almost suffocated. Shout out to
Shout
Oxy.
out
again.
Oxy's drowning.
Committed
Shout
to
out.
the art.
Yeah, committed to the art, man. And that's what's great about the community of people that come around. Like every
They're
single one of those people are committed
Artists,
to the
artists
art,
to the
man.
bone, man.
So
to the bone,
good.
Yeah.
Like
artists.
serves the art so well.
They all draw all over the walls in the place too. It's like
On
a
the
huge,
inside.
like,
Yeah.
mosaic of everyone's work.
Oh, and on the outside. They
Yeah,
spray
because I've
paint
seen the
all
one
over.
at the stairs, and then
Yeah.
the question arises,
Yeah.
how do you
The
get away
insides
with
are
it?
drawn on-
How does
Oh,
your
dude.
landlord not just
Yeah, you
go
know
mental?
what? I think he just like because he came into a new lease or whatever. Like
Yeah,
we were
we had
there
a lease
before,
before.
and he was just like, yeah,
The,
whatever.
the
it's
landlord
good.
before didn't care at all, and this
Yeah.
new landlord was like couldn't deal with it.
Although he's like threatened, he said if we get another noise complaint, I'm just gonna put my construction equipment in the backyard. And you can't do any more shows there.
Oh.
We're just like, yeah, sure, man.
Good angle.
We're gonna just take the construction equipment, and put it on the
It'd
main
be
street.
part of the party.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, we just
Literally.
decorate.
Imagine how much damage you can do with construction
Yeah,
equipment.
exactly.
That's the worst idea.
Yeah, man. That's us, bro. We just make damage, bro. Damage incorporated. Oh yeah.
I like it. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have tapped into like a whole community of people who,
Yeah.
who really enjoy what you're like
Yeah.
putting on, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, me and my brother came here like 2 years ago. My brother was here for longer, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
came in 2 years ago, and then we just started like going out, making music, playing music, making a band. You know, like
Mhm.
we met this guy, freaking just out of the blue one day in a show,
Yeah.
and
And
this
then
guy
out of
I
the
just
blue.
saw
one day at the show as well.
There.
Nicky literally appeared. We have
did.
no idea how this guy showed
Yeah.
up out of nowhere.
I drunkenly stumbled and asked to join Goddess, and it worked.
Yeah, we didn't have a bassist at the time either.
Yeah, we were playing as a pre-phase, and he just comes up to us. He's like, "Hey guys, I noticed you only have 3. Do you want 4?"
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. You got all that?
What time of the night did you ask this question?
It was like
It was
just after you
12.
guys set, so probably like 11 or something.
Yeah,
Oh my
and then
God.
we had a
Really
manager.
annoying
At the-
manager. Oh,
Bro.
I mean,
Could you repeat that?
we had a
We had a
manager,
manager
at
at
the
the
time who we
time.
didn't see like creative eyes with.
Okay.
But I remember they gave Nicky a really hard time after
And
they
like
asked to join.
literally like was like, oh, like send us an audition tape. You have to be blah blah blah. Like
He
just
does
being
it
like
at 2 in the morning, no hesitation.
Yeah.
2 in the morning, this
Yeah.
guy sends an audition tape.
borrowed my
After
buddy's
meeting you
bass.
guys at 11?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, I
That's
went
great.
to my buddy's house. I'm like, I need to borrow your bass.
there was just something about like when we got off stage. There was something about the way he and I looked at each other, like the way he looked at me and said like, "Yo, like, can I play on this?" And like, or like, do you guys need another extra guitarist? I knew he would be the perfect fit for
Yeah,
this
he was
band.
gonna
Dude,
get
Yeah,
it.
but I just
played
knew
2
it.
notes at the first like rehearsal, and we were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
like, because he just
For
had
real.
that feeling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like it was, and because that show was on a Wednesday.
meant to be.
That show was on a Wednesday, and then Friday we all met up for rehearsal, and then Saturday we played a show together.
That's
Yeah.
a quick time.
Yeah.
man. That's as quick as like, hey, can I be a part of the band at 11?
Yeah.
2 a.m. I'm doing the
Yeah,
rehearsal.
yeah.
Hey, that's like
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and that was a great show, man. The rest is like history, basically. You know.
Mhm.
now y'all locked in. This is the band.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
this is it, man.
What's
And-
everyone's for someone who doesn't know
Yeah.
because they're I won't say names on the radio. What is everyone's role in the band here? Let's
Word.
go through. What's your name? What's your
So-
role in the band?
Yeah, my name's Pramukh. I'm the singer.
Yeah, I'm Praveen. I play guitar.
I'm Eric. I hit things and I play the keys.
And Nicky, I play bass.
This is the only traditional part of the interview we will have here. Okay.
This is hilarious. You sounded exactly like Nicky Six. I'm Nicky. I play bass.
As soon as you went to start, hi, my name is. I was like, what am I doing here? I'm right.
Slim Shady. Yo, what you think of Eminem's new album? Oh, Eminem's new album. yeah.
Eminem's new album. I think it was cool. It was like a concept album.
Mhm.
I think it was like the first time I saw him. I feel like trying something new.
Mhm.
I was like, he's trying to do something that's like the whole thing is a piece.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, man, because we get a chance to see artists evolving in front of our eyes, you know. And
Yeah.
as artists, everyone's always trying to make their learn as they go, as
Yeah.
they're
Mhm.
making their art. So
It was
Yeah.
cool to see Eminem fall like that, and then also cool to see him like come back up. You know what I mean? In
So
some
when
kind
would
of
you
way.
say he fell? When would you say he came back? up?
I
Let's
think
just chart
sometime
this
right
a little
after
bit.
recovery, man.
Yeah.
Like it was like I can't.
Recovery's one where like smash hit came back and he had him not afraid
Recovery-
and all those.
You know,
right?
honestly, I really like Relapse. I think Relapse is like one of his best albums.
Mhm.
And I feel like he's come
And
back
he
to terms.
hates
He
it.
come back to terms on. He's been able to be like, oh,
No, bro, he hates
I
that
know.
album. It's like I was like, dude, if you hate that album, then I don't want to hear what the next.
Yeah,
project
you're not
is.
an Eminem fan.
Yeah.
You don't get what he makes.
Yeah, yeah, and and we're like really excited for our next project,
Yeah,
man. Like
man,
we're
oh my
already
God. On the
writing
next
a
one.
bunch of new songs.
We have
like
so many new
working
things
on
working.
recording it, wanting to take like what we did on PinkNDark to like
Yo, shout out Dev, man, helping us
Yeah,
make this
hell
thing
yeah.
happen.
yeah, like
You'll see him in the background of some of my clips here. If you look around, hey, he was recording. You guys can't see his camera screen, but no, it's right here.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
man,
lean a little
like-
bit further, Dub.
Yeah,
There he is. He's just a silhouette, but he's there.
But yeah, man, like I just want to take whatever we did for PinkNDark and just like take it to the next level. Like it's got to be like super, super out there. You know what I mean? I really want to just like, I don't know, like take hip hop, not just hip hop, but like take whatever is new out there, whatever everyone thinks is avant-garde, and just demolish it. Just like, you know, I want people to just be like, throw it against the wall and just be like, master it, demolish it, completely own it, and just make what's next. You know what I mean? Like
I like that.
that's
a
where
good-
we're at, man.
So, is hip hop?
Nah, I don't want to
Just in-
see.
you
I
don't wanna
hate
say a
putting genres
genre.
on that stuff, man. I really
Say-
don't want to put genres like
But
because
there are
I
elements to hip hop that are like
That's
so
it.
so there are elements that are like so undeniable about hip hop. You know,
Yeah.
the rhythm and like the
Like,
way
I
it
love
gets moving
808s.
and all that
So as
stuff.
we avoid these, what genre are you guys?
yeah. You know, on Spotify we said that we were punk and electronic hardcore.
Because you were going through and you're like, what the
Yeah,
heck?
like well, I had to choose a genre. And I was like, damn it.
Give you no option.
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, no, like I really just want to see where it goes next. Like Kanye West was a huge influence on this last album, you know? Like even though he's a super controversial, problematic figure right now.
Sure.
Bro, Vultures 1 was awesome. Vultures
Was.
2 was whatever. But like
Yeah.
Vultures
Yeah, he's
1.
got some really good songs on Vultures too. I mean, I think people are hating on it a little too much.
There's a
too
thing with
lower.
the finishing the albums that I think he's struggling
Yeah,
with.
dude,
That
for
like
real.
there's a lot of good songs
Yeah.
on there.
But it
sorta-
just wasn't like all melt together. Vultures
Yeah.
1 was just a banger.
like 5:30. I like that from like the
Yeah.
leak of the leak of the leak.
Yeah,
I was playing
that
that.
was nuts. That was actually crazy.
I think I've been playing it for 2 years,
Yeah, yeah,
and then I was like, it's never
Those
coming out
the
because it's
Drake
leaked so
thing.
long
Yeah,
ago.
my
So
God,
funny.
dude.
But
It
he
was-
put out like the whatever version.
Yeah,
One of them that
yeah,
I've downloaded where he's
exactly.
like, no, I'm not updating it. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's,
no,
that's
like-
the song.
You
Oh,
heard it,
right.
like
That's
He addressed on
awesome.
one track too. He's like, I think it should mumble at the start and then
Yeah.
and be unfinished. That's just how I like it.
yeah, no, my God.
That's
I'm not
so
gonna argue
cool.
with Kanye.
I really, yeah,
He's
man.
really
no, and that second album, like it definitely did have some really, really good songs in it.
Mm.
But like, yeah, man, Kanye and Uzi were like a huge influence on this band, and even Charlie XCX and Linkin
Oh
Park.
my
you
God,
know?
yo.
It's just like, yeah, it goes a long way, man. It really does.
That's like you're drawn from different,
Yeah.
different
yeah,
pockets,
as many
right?
different as we can. Like when I was a kid and I was learning how to play guitar, like all you could learn how to play guitar to was rock and metal music, you know. And we had like a really bad strain of metal music back in Bangladesh.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because all of us have such like different backgrounds with what we grew
Yeah.
up listening to.
So you guys
know
are from
what I mean?
Bangladesh. That's where
We're
you.
from Sri Lanka, but we grew up in Bangladesh.
Okay.
Shout out to Sri Lanka.
Shout out Sri Lanka, shout out Chittagong City. Man, that government's
Represent.
gonna be fine.
I don't even know what kind of like. I don't know that. I don't know what.
There's no context.
Yeah,
in
if that
Bangladesh.
appropriate, I don't know. How about you guys?
Grew up here in Hamilton.
You came from the darkness. They were, you were born in the
It's
darkness.
like the subtitles. I came from the darkness.
They nearly adapted to it.
I grew up playing classical piano, and then I got into punk rock. So
That
that's
was-
kinda like,
At the Canada Day show, you jumped on the keys and started going for a while. And I was like,
yeah,
I love the piano. That's like,
Do you have a glass by any chance?
what do you want to do with it?
I want to ring it.
Ring it? Oh, I
Oh,
can
we could do something like
It's
What do you
okay.
mean by ring it?
There's a C though.
Yeah,
see.
Eric, what note is this?
C. Yeah.
What about? That's also a C.
Yeah, it's more like a B. It was wavering.
Okay, what about?
wait, yeah. What note is this?
Okay.
F sharp, F sharp. You heard it here.
Y'all tested it back home, bro. Test to see if this person's been playing a trick on us for the last 3 years or not, man. Like, we've been trying it out. We've been trying to catch him off guard. He's like waking up from a nap. We're like, yo, what note is this? Like,
No way, but hold up. It's actually incredible. You could play him a piece of music, and have you watched Rocket Man?
Yeah.
Literally Rocket Man.
Hey, bro.
Like it's not even a joke. It's not even hey. Rocket Man was making a movie in the scene,
Idealization, yeah.
idealization. Like they were literally just showing what Elton does
Yeah.
because I know that's real because that's what this guy does.
Yeah,
like he
dude.
literally does that, bro. Like
Like
it's-
we literally, I think we wrote a song yesterday or 2 days ago or something. I can't remember. That we're gonna play tonight, and we played it once. We all got the thing, and Eric's on drums, right? So he doesn't play any chords or anything. And then we get off the rehearsal. We're all going to chill and stuff. And Eric just goes on the piano and starts playing the whole song, like the drum parts, the guitar parts, the bass
melody,
parts, the vocal parts,
the
and plus
memorized.
more, you know, plus more. I was just saying, like, I mean, like the songs are easy, but damn, man.
The buzz behind this thing.
I remember
I
there was
agree.
this one time when we just first started, and like you know, because we only rehearsed like minimally, so we do at least back then, right?
Yeah,
Not
no.
now, but
Now we work very hard.
we worked so hard.
And y'all should pay us lots to perform because we're not practicing on stage.
Nikki would just run up to Eric and what's up? What note? B, A sharp. You can see these songs,
Yeah,
like
man.
these videos of that stuff.
It's so funny. Yeah, but like that stuff's so fun, man. Like, I don't know. Well, yeah, you said your favorite song was Chat Mode on the album. What about you, Dev? What's your favorite song?
Choke.
Yeah,
Choke?
Choke.
Hell yeah.
That last song, bro. Yeah, that was a good one, man. I wrote that about one of my friends back in Calgary, bro. Like he just went through a lot of drug stuff, you know, and like it was a bad night. Let's just like paraphrase it like that. It was a bad night. I was there, and it was a bad morning too. Let's just put it like that. And like, man, I guess I just held on to those feelings for like a couple of years. 2 years later or something, I just had to write a song about it. Like, it was a really visceral time, and I feel like that song really captures that. I love that song. We have like,
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
We had,
songs
like,
of the album, for sure.
we had a version of it where the guitar played throughout the whole thing, but we also have, I don't know if you hear it in Choke, there's like this lead line that goes on in the background of it that kind of sounds like a synthesizer kind of thing, but that's like my guitar. Like I just go and like mess around with the feedback and stuff like that, and I make this like loop of lead lines, and that was just like playing in the background as like a, you know, an element of the whole song. But we realized like, oh, just taking out that first part, like it makes the song sound like just something completely different. Like it reminds me of "Watch This" by Lil Uzi, like the remix by Arizona.
Okay.
You ever hear that?
I don't know. On the top of my head, I can't place
It's something.
it.
It's
but I
pretty
can-
cool.
I can make a whole crowd mosh pit. Watch this.
This is when I cut it in.
You said hold crowd.
Oh yeah, that sounded so good. I just play it. Then I can cut them together.
Yeah, sick, nice, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but writing songs, like the whole experience or playing it all together, like it's just the whole thing is like, I mean, art is always a very sensitive thing. It's a very like, and you know, we're all really showcasing ourselves that way, like being vulnerable with each other.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, it can lead to some really heated moments because we all really care about what we're doing.
I think those are the type of people you need around.
Yeah,
to get something good,
exactly.
it's like sure you're gonna butt heads or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
But everybody's like passionate about
Yeah,
it.
for real.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
that's
just-
something that's like pretty irreplaceable.
Yeah.
That's the shit that's the stuff that's pretty irreplaceable.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, the
Like
person who
these-
just wants to do it to like get paid or get job isn't gonna record their audition tape at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Exactly.
Like, you guys all bring
Or
it
I
on.
mean, this guy Eric decided the day before to come for an audition at 8 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
like,
the whole
that we were
story of
gonna
how I
have.
met. Like we had this audition here because there's Light Up the Night that they host here at McMaster.
Yeah.
So back when I was a student, we were like making a small band and stuff, and I just met Eric the night before the audition. I sent him a message. I was like, "Hey man, we have an audition because my drummer just quit. My drummer at the time. There's a bunch of original songs. Can you come and do it?" And he said, "Yeah, sure. Where do you live?" And so the next morning.
And what time was it?
And
8
what
a.m.,
time?
like-
It was, so audition was 9 a.m. So Eric came over at 8 a.m. and we didn't have a drum kit or anything. We had a coffee table. So he was practicing on the coffee table. And then we went to the judges and we played it. And they were like, "Oh my God, how long have you guys been together?" We just met this morning.
Like an hour ago. Like,
How many songs do you guys have? A million.
Yeah, we did have a lot of songs back then too.
And then, I mean, that night that year actually got canceled because of COVID. Shout out COVID.
so, has it always been called Goddess, the band?
No, we were
No.
called Baby at one point.
Yeah.
At that point of 2019? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
back
did
then
the...
it was called Baby, yeah.
But by the time Nikki joined, it was already Goddess.
Goddess, yeah.
Yeah, it's been Goddess for a year and a half now.
What was the decision for Goddess?
Well, it's a badass band name.
Yeah.
I feel like it captures the vibe.
Yeah, word, exactly. And we had a song called "Oh My Goddess," you know, and we
Okay.
didn't think that "Baby" was strong enough to like last for like a couple of years or even 10 years. Like it felt like it would be like, oh, these guys are like the underdogs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Versus Goddess, we already had a song called "Oh My Goddess," and like we're super about like celebrating our femininity and like the femininity in the world, and like just like making sure that we're creating a space where you don't have like super masked people coming in and taking over and stuff, and just giving like the people who don't get that chance a voice.
People
you know
just
what I mean?
perpetuating the patriarchy. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
So
I
we were
feel
like
like-
Goddess, like
Yeah,
forget
right there.
God.
There's the funniest thing. Okay, I'll be like, oh, what's your band name? Oh, it's Goddess. All right, let's find it on Instagram. If it's a male presenting person, they don't know how to spell the word goddess.
Yeah.
So I have to teach them Goddess.
Goddess.
So a little bit of an educational experience, fine.
Yeah.
But no problems with anyone who's female presenting. It's actually kind of crazy, those little
Yeah.
subconscious things that we learn just by like
Yeah, that's
exploring
weird.
that and putting it in the front of people's faces.
And it feels like a common phrase,
Yeah.
but I don't see it used in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
That's what
right,
makes it
exactly.
like original as well. It's like some
Yeah.
people are familiar with, but it's
Yeah.
not like you see it all over
Yeah,
the place.
word. Exactly. And man, me and my brother love like gender messing with people on stage and stuff, So like, hell yeah, like
So how do you go about gender messing with people on stage?
what
What's
we
your-
wear, how we act,
Okay.
how we talk.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there are a bunch of times people are always like, man, I thought you were
Who
a
we-
chick.
who
And I was
we-
like, oh, thank you.
The one time you censor it.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah, because I think it captures the vibe of like a different era of music to me. Like it sounds new, and it's like the energy and even like the style is like something of like a Kiss era,
Yeah,
or like
for real,
this
man.
different time.
Absolutely. Like we wanted to take like there's so many really dope influences from back then, and
Yeah.
like it started getting to a point where we didn't want to like, if anyone thinks that this is just a rock and roll album, you're wrong. It's
Yeah,
not.
you're
Go
incorrect.
check it out. Like we're not trying to just make
Go.
rock and roll music. We're not trying to revive Kiss, Like I don't give a crap about those white people. Man. Like I'm trying to make music, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like yeah, like
But
we're
we
trying
want to
to
reclaim the reality in music, like the authenticity, something that actually feels real when
And
you hear
raw,
it.
you
You know
know,
what I
like-
mean? That's raw, like that's sincere, and
like
I
so
don't-
many really
yeah.
good rock bands and stuff or whatever, just bands lose a lot to production, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is-
Overproducing a
yeah,
sound.
I don't know
Even
if this
Nevermind,
like
bro,
I hate mastering. I don't know. That's probably like a really
Can
unpopular
we call it
opinion.
demoitis?
Dude, I hate mastering. Like we mastered some of our songs and I hated it, man. I just hated it. I couldn't help it. Like we
Yeah.
released unmastered versions. Like at least some of the songs on our album are mastered, and the ones that are not mastered are the ones that I like best.
Yeah.
Just has a raw feeling.
Yeah, it's got
to
a
it.
feeling to it. Like it feels like the headphones vibrating. That's better. I want to feel the music.
Like, that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. I feel like that's what the performance gives off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right,
It's like
right.
First time I saw you guys, it was Super Crawl, and you're not Super
Art
Crawl,
Crawl,
Art
Art Crawl,
Crawl. You're performing street side,
Mm.
and you had the one kick drum
Yeah,
was
suitcase,
the
yeah.
suitcase,
Yeah.
and you're performing, and you're probably grinding on the microphone stand or something, and I was like, these guys, they're doing something different. I was like, there's something
That was your
going
first
on.
time seeing
That was the
us?
first time seeing
That's
you.
wow.
I think I had
man.
like heard of you guys before, but
Word.
that was the first time I had like seen you
Word.
perform, and I was
Cool,
like,
cool.
That's
this
cool.
is, I don't even know when it was. You probably know better than
That's
me.
Yeah,
sick. We were
man.
just like literally just having a little bit of fun there.
It seemed like fun. Seemed like you were having a fun time.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
That was a great time, and which is crazy to me because a lot of people who like are introduced to us through the art crawl stuff, I feel like you'll just get blown away
By
seeing
the
us on
stage
stage.
stuff.
They're getting
It's
like a tamed down
yeah, like
version.
a
I feel
really
like.
tamed down
Yeah.
version of what we do on stage. Like if I know that a show is going well if my fingers are bleeding, man. Like straight up, I actually do.
The amount of times
like
got
I'll just
blood on his
come out, I'm like,
hands.
look, I got blood on my fingers, guys. And like, yeah, no, for real. Like we really just like. I think we just want to put everything out there, man. Like I don't want to like go away and like be like full of stuff still. I want to be empty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like not in a melancholy emptiness, this
No.
awesome kind of way. Just
That's
like
how I look at it. I want to
complete
put out the
release.
stuff I'm
Yeah.
working on,
Exactly.
and I don't want a bunch of stuff in the hard drive.
Yeah,
You know, there'll be
man,
like
exactly.
a near-death thing, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, who's gonna find that folder?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
nobody.
yeah.
I was
Nobody's gonna
this
find
is-
that folder,
It's not
dude.
going anywhere unless you put it out.
The
Like,
amount that we all work, we've literally sweated, cried, bled for this stuff.
Yeah,
whatever, you know,
facts,
yeah.
that's true.
No, it's like
That's
actually
not a
literally-
cliche, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean,
This guy doesn't sleep.
I remember I was talking to Eric right before our release party, and we were like, man, like we're putting so much work. Like we're getting this, driving, getting that, painting this, painting that, and it's like, okay, shit. Are we doing it enough? And it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. The release is gonna be worth it.
That was so worth
and
it.
once we had that party, bro, it's 7:00, people were showing up. The doors open 8. You know what I mean?
They're
Like,
excited.
okay, they just wanted to.
It was really hard to control that, man. It was hard to control that show, even. Like, it was just a lot of people there, and it's our freaking house, and we're 4 people trying to manage, like, all these people coming
And
around.
also like have a good time.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Like-
also have a good time, exactly.
Yeah.
We're
And
like,
seeing how people let loose, man, like that's actually kind of the
Bro,
craziest
that
thing.
was
You can't
crazy.
go anywhere else in the planet and see that stuff.
That
Like,
was-
you
that
could go
was
to a club,
insane.
but the lights are low and everyone's trying to be cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You can go to
yeah.
like a show and everyone's just supporting their friends. But like, But we come to this country with absolutely no friends and all of stuff. But whatever.
yeah, we did have 0 friends when we came here.
But and then
Start from
we
scratch.
see people
Yeah.
just go nuts.
Start from
go
the bottom.
Crazy,
Yeah.
They scream.
Now we're
and-
still at the bottom.
Making good stuff down here. Right? Lots of good people down here at the bottom.
yeah, exactly. It's comfy down here, rock bottom.
Yeah, we want to get out of it.
Yeah.
Because you guys got a landlord.
Yeah.
Who probably you pay rent on time. You be
Shout
quiet.
out
He's
Terry.
quiet.
Yeah,
right?
dude, exactly. You can't be quiet and pay rent at the same time. That's what I always say. That's what my grandmother told me.
Manifestation.
Meditation.
Any notes?
Manifesting, man. Man, when me and my brother were in Sri Lanka and we were on a video call, you know, and I had the choice to go to New York for higher education or go to Calgary for higher education. And we just, like, I immediately made the decision, like, we got to go to Calgary because...
So I was living in Hamilton, and the choice was either he goes to Calgary
Yeah.
or he goes to Buffalo, New York.
And, like,
right?
even though Calgary was further away, like, domestic flights are so much easier.
Yeah.
And
And I
international
knew
flights.
we were gonna start a band.
Mm.
We knew we were gonna start a band. We knew we were gonna play in front of a bunch of people. We knew that we were gonna make music together. We knew we were gonna write a bunch of songs. We knew we were gonna find people along
What's
the way.
crazy is I remember we were designing album covers when we were 9, 10, 11,
Bro.
like just like drawing on our notebooks and stuff
Yeah.
like that. A million band names.
Yeah.
We've gone through a
Oh
billion.
man, yeah,
What's-
we've had a million
With-
band
with
What
names.
was the
like a
worst
million
one?
people.
What was
The
worst
worst one was probably.
Coming through ages.
Oh yeah, that's the worst one. I was gonna say all of them were really bad when we were kids.
I
Ash
actually
was the
liked
fun-
one when we were young. It was called Obsidian.
Obsidian was kind of cool. We
Coming
were-
Through Ages sounds like the name of like a rock movie. right?
Yeah. And we were in 3rd grade. What ages? You know? Bro, our first band, our first performance was to my sister and her friend. We were in like 2nd grade, 3rd grade. And we were super influenced by Linkin Park. So I would rap or I would sing or he would rap, whatever. I would play this guitar that was totally out of tune. And we had another guitarist because we didn't know what a bassist was. And then we had...
You just knew you needed 2 guitar
Yeah, we
players.
knew we needed 2 guitarists,
Yeah.
and then we had a drummer who played on steel plates and like paper plates and stuff. So the paper plates didn't make any noise.
The craziest thing is our friends were totally behind us. Like,
Yeah,
we
they
were,
really
like,
liked it.
They
for
were
some
totally
reason.
into it. They were totally.
But bro,
into
here's
it.
the best part. You know how Johan and Linkin Park is like a DJ? They got DJ scratching and stuff like that. So if you take a recorder and you like blow into it really hard, it makes a DJ scratching noise. So we hired some dude, not hired. Like we told this dude, we gave him a recorder. We said, yeah, just like percuss on it, and that's our DJ stuff for the whole thing. And we're just like going and playing this song in front of my sister and her friend, and like the drums are falling apart, and we have this dude just going on this recorder. And right after we're finished, we're just like, so what'd you think? And they're just like. That's it.
And my sister's just like, see, he's speechless. Shout out, sister.
Shout out to my sister, bro.
And Nikki, tell them about how you got started on like you were just like playing to live shows and stuff, right?
I started on guitar actually. I was in another band. I'm from Caledonia originally. I was born in Hamilton, but that band kind of didn't go anywhere. So bass is like more fun in a way sometimes too.
Yeah,
And
but we're
man,
gonna.
you crush it on the bass, bro.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
true.
good.
Stop it.
Nikki's
He's
got
getting
like
all
this,
shy.
This real sense for what music requires.
Yeah.
The like the
Sometimes.
dynamics from the ups and downs to the soft to like even the notes, man. Like
Yeah.
and we're playing like sometimes we'll be like hang out late at night. You know, it's one of those nights, and it's like he's making jokes with the instrument, like. And you're like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? And, like, it's actually crazy. Like
Oh,
those
yeah.
kind of stuff makes you feel like something's up. You know what I mean? Like,
And what's also crazy is this guy is like classically trained, right? So like we're like all going to sleep, like dozing off 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. This guy goes on the piano and starts playing Chopin, and like
Yeah, oh
we're
my
just
God.
like
He starts
watching the
improvising on
snow.
it.
We're watching the snow like fall and stuff, and we're just like, this is sweet. We're beautiful.
We got a nice thing going.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a nice thing going. I think this is the universe smiling at us. Yeah, no, it was a good time.
What
I'm still
has-
licking whipped cream.
Yeah, that's a lot of whipped
can you give me some?
What were you gonna say?
I'm
This
hungry
is the
as hell.
question. Let's just let him have whipped cream now.
Because design matters.
That clip's getting used. We're not going to question the whipped cream. I love it.
So we
Next
can
question.
energy up, blood sugars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it's good for your heart.
Yeah.
Now, what has been the craziest moment at the house?
Oh, at the house, man. Like bad moments or good moments. Like
Whichever way you want to
whichever way you want to look at it.
When the
Well,
stairs finally break, it's probably going to be
Yeah.
it.
stairs
gonna be
break.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
The whole deck's gonna fall.
Yeah.
one day.
We had some
That's
really
true.
good moments, man.
Yeah, we've
What's
had some
your-
really
what's your
great
favorite
moments.
moment,
I
then?
think I remember this one moment where we had like kind of like one of our low-key nights, you know what I mean? Everything was kind of dying down. We've had some amazing art nights where we're all painting and everything. Everyone just gets to around and paints. But I remember we had this one night, everyone was in this really good headspace. So we did like this, I know it's kind of dumb, but we did like this like meditation circle thing. And like we kind of all held hands and we all like meditated together. Like
That was
sounds
awesome.
super
That was
hippie,
But
but
it's a
like, you know,
different vibe from
exactly.
the party night.
Yeah,
exactly, because
exactly.
everyone looks at it and be like, "Oh, these guys are partying, go crazy,
Yeah.
blah blah." But we have like our
Yeah.
moments like this because just because we have a space for people to go nuts, because people want to go nuts, doesn't
Yeah.
mean we don't understand the value of all that relaxation.
Yeah, you got a balance between the two.
I really liked it when everyone started spray painting on the walls and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just cool, man. Like the things that happen at the parties, we just all come and we have a good time, and then like relationships gets formed. You know,
Meeting
We-
Dev, bro.
Meeting
oh
Dev.
my god. Like,
community just
we
kind of
have
like comes
so-
together, and like we have a lot of people who just like they like talk to each other, they build all these relationships and stuff, and
We
that's
get-
what's really cool.
We get
about it.
all these crazy night parties, and like I remember we had a disco ball up on our living room, and the laser pointer. Well, we have all these parties all the time, and this guy out of nowhere, like you know, he came as a guest. He takes the laser pointer, starts playing with it on the disco ball, and creating a vibe while everyone's in there
Yeah.
raving. You know what I mean? It's
I
like-
think one of the best parties was, I mean, Halloween was really big. It was like $5 tickets, and anyone was allowed to come, and like it was Halloween. So
People
like,
love a
and,
Halloween
and we
party.
we had a big sign, $5 this way, you know. Like,
Yeah.
So it just got really crazy. There
New
was
Year's
like
was
a lot of
sick.
people, and yeah, New Year's. And honestly, the if I had to actually pick my favorite moment, it had to be the release party.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
Because
actually, yeah,
that release
bro.
party was awesome. Like we didn't play a show at that time. Like we were just like, I don't want to play. I want to like listen to our album
play
and
the
have
albums
a
with
good
people.
and like have. I want to like celebrate that this album's finally out. You know, we
Mhm.
want to have a party. So we just got a bunch of DJs, and like the DJs were spinning in. Dev was one of the DJs. Shout out Dev.
Shout out Dev.
Yeah.
Shout out
Malaz.
Malaz.
Shout out Malaz.
Shout out
Lana.
Lana Violet. Lana Violet.
Lana Violet. She's
Uh,
part of the Places crew.
No,
No,
but
that's
Vanya
Vanya.
is. Vanya is a
Vanya.
part of Places, and then
Names.
Dev did it, and also Lento. Shout out Lento.
Shout out Lento.
Let's go. But that was
Lento,
awesome,
I'd like to
man.
invite you to the show just based on that reaction.
Freaking dude, like that was the best moment. Just like jamming with everyone who really liked the music
Mm-hmm.
and who liked it, like if not more, as much as we did. You know
Yeah.
what I
They
mean?
were
Like that was
singing that stuff back.
that was
just
crazy.
so much
Like
fun.
that was so much fun, man. Like,
To me, that's the way to do a release party. It's not a performance. It's not
Yeah.
a come watch us. It's a come experience it
yeah,
with us,
yeah,
and we're gonna
we
enjoy
decked-
it too,
We decked
right?
the whole
Whole
house.
house, man. Oh
Like
my
it was
God.
all pink and
I was gonna say,
dark.
was it pink?
Yeah, it was
Pink and
and
dark.
dark,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
okay.
You know, if you've been following our Instagram, you might see like there are all these images that seem like
I've seen
You
them.
know?
My phone's dead.
yeah,
bro. I go like
yeah,
this.
no, they've got that, and so we had those printed out and posted up and everything.
Yeah.
It really looks sick.
It looked awesome, and all the lights were awesome, and we just like took a lot of time to like make sure that like there's this quote by, I'm gonna sound pretentious as hell here, but like there was this quote by this artist that said you can spend a lot of time designing the chair, or you can design the room that the chair is in. You know what I mean? Does
I
that
know the
make
quote.
any sense?
That's
What's
Virgil.
that?
That's Virgil.
Yeah, there you go. And like I think that was like, I don't know, that's super influential, you know, like it just it makes sense, and we had to like make sure that we were doing that too. Like I really wanted it, we really wanted it to sound like, feel like a experience, you know? It wasn't like something you heard, it was something you felt, something you saw. So
Yeah.
we had clay there.
The
like-
whole room
like pink
reflected
clay.
what you were hearing.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
we had
pink
like pink
clay.
clay there so that people got like a tactile feeling of what it was like too, and like all these different smells going around in the house and stuff. Like, yeah, we put a lot of like effort into it, and it was a lot of fun, man.
Now, would you say you were trying to make the album in like the reverse of that as well, like reflect the atmosphere of what's been going on there?
Definitely, it's got to be some kind of top-down calculation, you know, like
Yeah,
or
like-
like some feedback that's going on, because when I came here before we came to Hamilton, I was writing very different kinds of music. I go to Hamilton, we do a lot of shows. I go to a music festival. I see what it's like in these like local scenes and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, like how do I mix all of that and take the things I like and bring it further, you know?
Yeah.
And then it comes out, and like we looked at like Condone is super influential in my opinion.
Their music is so
Their
industrial.
music
Got a
is
good
great.
run
The
of shows
art that
going
they're
on, and then
doing-
they're doing.
Yeah,
like,
dude, the art they're doing, the magazines they put out, like those guys are super like inspiring in my opinion to me.
Shout
as
out
well.
Mason,
Yeah,
shout out
out Mason,
Charlie,
Charlie,
shout out
Hunter,
Hunter,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Hollywood. Yeah, man.
Is Daniel Hollywood? Who's
No,
Hollywood?
No,
Daniel
Hunter's Hollywood.
Von Stein.
Hunter's Hollywood.
Yeah,
Ryder,
Daniel
bro.
is Hollywood too. my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, Daniel's gonna come for your neck. You said Daniel's not Hollywood.
That's the
He's gonna
quote.
come for my neck.
Yeah, that's the quote, right?
There's gonna be a lot of short clips. Like, I had to take out a swear word. Sorry, I cut the
I
clip.
want to know what your guys' like favorite like
Oh man.
moment might have been.
It gets lost because we have so many good jams where I'm like, wow, I'm like elevated into a new like plane. Just like we have so many. You'll take it off first. Right?
So yeah,
It's happening.
Shout out,
It's
yeah.
revealed.
all sorts of like musicians from around the city like come in, and we'll end up playing with like some guy from this band on the kit and someone from this band on the bass, and we sort of like mix and match members, just like coming up with stuff on the fly. And just so many of those musical moments, they never like get recorded. They're always just like in the moment, and then
Yeah.
it's gone. But it's like so magical, like. And some of the things that you find yourself coming up with and playing, you're like, how am I even doing this? Like,
That's what I'm thinking whenever I watch it.
Yo, this one time we like made like this shoot off band, like what are they called, off bands or spin off bands called Hopscotch and Bop, and it was
Oh
like
my God, yeah,
it was like a jazz performance that we did at the Westdale Theater. We just like went up without any practice, man. without any practice. I just told these guys, this guy was playing bass, my brother was singing, and we got someone else to play the drums because he was like pretty good at jazz drumming. And he was like really eclectic. He wasn't very good at like he would take the jams in a certain direction, all of a sudden just change stuff, which is perfect for jazz.
Yeah.
So we just go up and like we're sitting there, and like without a day's or a lick of rehearsal, we were all just musicians who had jammed with each other before. We knew we were gonna play jazz. I don't know how to play jazz, man. But I feel like you can't know how to play jazz, and that's what was really fun about it. You know?
Yeah, it's gotta be loose.
Yeah. Sorry about
You're
that.
all good. You're all good.
But yeah, man, that was really fun. Hopscotch and Bop. But
Could
So-
we see a return of Hopscotch and Bop?
yeah, maybe in the next album.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just completely changed directions,
Yeah, just
new
like,
name, everything.
we're a country band now.
You'd be like, this was a good era, but this is over now.
Yeah.
People come to the shows, it's a completely different vibe.
Yeah,
Like, what is
it's a different
happening?
vibe. It's just like, howdy, kids. You like violence?
Country Eminem. Okay, I can see it.
That's where we're going, man. That's the future.
You're talking about breaking those genres.
Yeah, you talk about country and Eminem coming together, like not like how Lil Nas X did, bro, but like future wise.
Can you guys give me like some musical noises, like? Do you guys got any of that? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm so sick of this situation. I've been looking around. No, listen to PinkNDark. What are you doing?
There's no fucking
do it
PinkNDark!
now.
Damn, not supposed to swear in the promo.
Do 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 do.
That was perfect.
Shout out Nardwar.
That was perfect. I need to change the camera battery. You know, I need some time to stall.
Yeah. It was like elevator music.
You know when I do the like, I think it's like the Jeopardy waiting music. Like,
Yeah.
Now, you guys are doing stuff different.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's lively. What I'm trying to do with this show Because I've thrown away all my old questions. I'm asking no repeat questions. We're starting fresh.
Nice.
Because I passed 100 episodes, and I was like, all right, new.
Yeah.
Let's try this again.
Right.
We're starting from nothing.
Yeah.
What would you talk about if you had a radio show?
Oh man.
Music.
Local art. I would do exactly
culture.
what Brody was doing.
Yeah,
I would do what Brody's doing, but worse. I would do what Brody's doing, but better.
Year ago.
And then we're gonna. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I think talking about the culture, the art, like historical things and politics is also culture. You know what I mean? But rather than getting so into political, like red, left, like
Also, everyone loves gossip.
yeah,
man.
everyone loves gossip. You know?
Could you say that again? 'Cause I get so mad at
Everybody
me.
loves gossip, man.
And I don't even like antagonize it too much. I just be like, oh yeah, I saw you tweet something. You know?
Yeah.
And they're like, he's wrecking the community.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I didn't say anything.
Bro, you're bringing the community together, man.
Yeah, we definitely
Yo,
need
shout out Brody from Because Design Matters. That guy rocks, bro.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
keep
sick.
adding that to the end of my clip, so they don't forget.
Yeah, dude. For real.
All right, so that's a good topic. I like it.
Yeah, man.
Just talk about the local stuff. That's what I've been doing. They
Gossip,
like it
yeah.
sometimes. Gossip.
Yo, Dev's
What
got
else?
something he wants to say.
Come on right here. Come right in front of
yeah,
us.
this
man.
is
Just your
Dev,
face
yo.
on this side of
Everyone
the
got
camera.
me, Dev.
Also, I think Tyler said this, the creator. He says like more critics, more like interviews, more things about music that are actually about music. Because like we
Yeah.
need more stuff about music. Like
It would be cool to get fans,
anything
bro.
really, even fans.
Like
yeah,
fans
like,
of people, like fans of artists and stuff. Like hearing what artists, like how,
they
what
have
they
to
like
say
about
about
the
it.
artists and
What they've
stuff.
been impacted by. And,
I like that
yeah.
because I've been thinking of bringing in people who are just like a part of this scene.
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't create
Yeah.
anything specifically to themselves, or they're not like putting anything out where they're like, oh, come to my show or whatever.
But they're
I'm just like,
connoisseurs.
and I'm like, they're
Culture
there.
connoisseurs.
Yeah.
I was like, I see them consistently
Yeah.
in the crowd at this event,
Yeah.
that event, and they're like loved by the bands or the artists,
exactly.
right?
And yeah, that's like honestly, I think it takes a special type of person who's just awesome to be able to be that kind of person. That comes out, like supports the
Supports
local artists, like
consistently.
has the time and the energy to have a great time every single time like that. Like those kinds of people are freaking inspiring.
Yeah, they
man.
make
Like,
the time and energy.
yeah,
to do
like
that.
and,
For
like
real.
and none of this would be possible if those people didn't come out. So like Toronto sucks, but Hamilton's sick like that.
Okay, I'm making a list. Name 3 people who would meet that criteria.
Oh,
I just came with that right now.
freaking Devin. Yeah, like Dev is one person that we would.
He already had his 2 seconds. It's gone.
Like I was gonna say, yeah.
Yo, shout out Eva.
Eva. Yeah,
everything.
Eva's like a good person.
Shout out Eva.
But I mean, in terms of the people that hang around, I don't know. There's honestly a lot of good people.
Yeah,
Man. I can't.
there's so
I feel
many
like if
people,
I
though.
name just 3
So
people,
much pressure.
people are
So
gonna be
bad.
like, people are gonna be like, you left me off the list and stuff. But
That's
like,
where I always tell people to like when it's like top
Yeah.
5 local artists. I'm like, leave the 5th spot. In.
yeah. I mean, Jane, like Jane from Condone, Jane Laird. I don't know if she's doing Condone
Jane,
anymore.
Jane
She's
is a real
great.
consumer of the culture for
Yeah.
real.
Shout out
Um,
Jane. I don't
shout
know
out
Jane.
Jane.
She wasn't a part of the collect or condone when it was.
They were
Yeah.
kind of
Presented
like
to
they're
me,
off
but-
tandem. You know what I mean? Like they
Like
work with each other, kind of.
Jane,
stuff.
you're in.
Yeah,
Eva, you're in.
yeah, and
You're already halfway in.
Lento's in. You know, like yeah, Conrad, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
Conrad.
God.
Is,
Conrad.
yeah, shout out to Conrad, Socrates, bro. Yeah, that guy's awesome.
I was sending Conrad DMs a couple years ago. He put out a snippet of a song, and it had the like live energy, kind of what you guys doing, just
Yeah.
being like raw. And I was like, you need to put these songs out, man.
Yeah, dude, Conrad's a really good musician.
Yeah.
That guy's just awesome. Like, yeah, even Olivia, little Ollie.
Yeah, Little Ollie. for
Little Ollie
real.
is really dope. And
Little-
then there's
shout out Little Ollie, man. They're all they love like all the local bands. They know all the lore of all the bands.
Yeah.
They have
bro, like just on their playlist, they'll be in someone else's house to be like, "Have you guys heard of Wiener Kebab?"
Yeah.
and I just like play a Wiener Kebab song. It's just so cool.
no,
like,
that's someone. If you want to know about who to enjoy, where to go, and all that stuff, I bet they.
Yeah, Ollie
they'd be
would
an
know a
expert on
lot.
that stuff.
Shout out Ollie.
Um,
Wiener kebab. Let's rewind a second here.
Oh,
you don't know Wiener Kebab,
No,
bro?
you're all
Yeah,
looking at me like, what an
yeah.
idiot.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like, no, Wiener Kebab's a really sick band. I think they're like from Toronto, but they have their roots here in Mac.
Okay.
And they make like, right now their music is kind of like cowboy hardcore rock.
Yeah,
You know
which
what I
is
mean? Like,
super sick. And yeah, honestly, they were like the people who gave us our first show, like our second show.
Like at
right?
Absinthe,
third
yeah,
show.
way back
Yeah, at
then,
Absinthe
yeah.
or something like
We
that.
played with them,
Shout out to
man.
Wiener Kebab, man.
Yeah,
Those
Shout
guys
out
are
Wiener
sick.
Kebab. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
look
coming
into
up
this.
with those guys, they were really, really sick.
Yeah, and yeah, those guys are in Toronto now. But man, who else can we ask?
No,
to
there
play
was
on that
3
list?
already.
You're hovering around 10 now. You'll be all right. I'll take it.
Sure.
What's your favorite Timbit?
Timbit.
Yo, what was the vanilla
The
one?
one that
with
you
it?
just got us yesterday, man.
You got a mixed pack.
Yeah,
What is
but
this glazed one?
yeah,
The
the
sour
glazed-
cream glaze?
Yeah.
Those are busted down.
Nah.
birthday cake.
All I want from my
Do you have any
birthday-
Timbits?
Yes.
Yeah! Yeah, that's so hype, Brody. Oh my
See if
god.
I'm you. Can I have some food in here and see how excited they are? Please let me have some tidbits.
I trusted you. So.
Trying to get that.
Good, man.
Gotta get Tim Hortons. Call me. Let's get
Yeah.
a collab with
Sponsor this
Hamilton.
boy.
Yeah.
Sponsor this man.
Just
Shout out Shawn
just a
Mendes.
pack of Timbits a week. That's all I
yeah,
want.
there you go. Justin
Like,
Bieber.
that's
Justin
casual.
Bieber can do it. So can Brody.
Yeah, just a pack of Timbits.
Yeah.
Give me 5 Timbits. a week.
Exactly.
I'm not having more than 4 guests and one for me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Split
That's
one,
what
We're gonna figure this out, Tim
Stuff,
Hortons. I
man.
promise.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sour glaze. I think. I don't know. Chocolate dip.
Yeah, I like that.
Pink and dark. The pink and dark
Yeah,
ones.
Pink and Dark?
Yeah, the ones that were pink and dark, bro.
Let's
Yeah,
get
yo,
a Pink
this
and
is our
Dark.
album, bro. Pink and dark, man. Check it out.
Just turn everything into a promo plug.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
By the way, we got an
out
album.
now.
Flash.
A crush is just a lack of information.
Ah, that's
Like a
interesting.
can of pop?
Superstar crush. It's a
That's
big-
interesting.
Sick as
I
well.
love Superstar
I've
Crush.
Like
seen
crushes
that
Definitely
play.
have them on. Dude, those guys are sick.
they were on. They're
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, hell yeah. A crush, yo, I feel that because the more you get to know someone, the more you hate them. But I feel like the more you get to know some people, the more you love them, and those are the people you keep around, yeah.
But I feel like relationships are complicated for anything. You know what I mean? So that's why the thing about crushes that the imagination is sick.
And that's what's really sick about our album is there's nothing there to guess. There's nothing guessing there. It's a promo, yo. Check out Pick a Dog, guys.
Are any of y'all in relationships?
I'm in a relationship.
Yo, no comment.
There's no comment.
Me and Eric are in a relationship.
We're all in a relationship with each other.
Yeah, there's one big relationship.
Yo, Dev, come here and give me a kiss.
Not sure how I feel about the incest, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Good answers. Y'all feel too wild. You feel too wild. You can't be tamed down.
Yeah, alright, exactly. Now we gotta stay down.
We have
It's a
good
pressure
friends. We have
question.
very good friends.
Good friends.
Let's put it that way.
We have great friends.
Wellness coaches.
Wellness coaches. How do they go about coaching you?
Oh,
They coach you on wellness.
Yeah, make sure I'm well. You know. Have you seen that reference? I'm doing a reference
No,
right now.
we're gonna cut it in. You're gonna have to send that to me.
I'll have to.
That was one question I was trying to bring in. What was your favorite thing you saw on the internet this week?
I don't go there.
Yeah,
The internet, what is...
Kind of a question needs some preparation for.
You mean
Yeah.
the information highway?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
World Wide Web.
Honestly, the last Because Design Matters post.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, no cap.
Show
man.
over, mic drops.
Oh, yeah, man.
Because
We see
everybody
a lot
talks.
of inspiring artists, you know, a lot of people that push us, make us feel like we gotta do our shit too.
And cats. And
Yeah, and
cats.
There's
Yeah.
cats and like nudity.
Exactly, it's always pushing us.
Yeah, there's lots of nudity on there.
Exactly.
And
Go
just
check
like
out the
in
album.
general nudity.
Like Twitter got worse, but it got better. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, man.
Went
Thank
both
Thank you, Elon.
directions.
Shout out Elon.
Shout out to Elon.
Shout out
Musk.
Elon.
That guy, man, that guy sucks. Dude.
How would y'all vote if you moved to America instead?
Oh my gosh.
I'd vote for Kanye.
Yeah.
Good answer.
25.
Easy,
Oh my
no
gosh,
slip.
right now it's a pretty upsetting situation.
No, right now Kamala Harris. I think I'd vote.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, because Biden left, so definitely.
And not Trump. So
Biden's out.
yeah,
Trump,
Trump's out.
you
Trump is
can't.
the reason it was hard for me to see my brother for like years, man. I couldn't get out of the country, couldn't come back in. You know, like that guy sucks.
Out of you
Like,
were in
out
the
of the
states.
States, yeah,
You were in
yeah.
the states.
Yeah, because it's just like
The international borders and stuff, you can't, like,
Tough.
because of my passport and
Yeah.
stuff, I can't just go, like, you know, visit
Yeah.
some
Skip
place
down.
or something, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I went with LT down there, and he's from England, and it was like we got stopped. And
Oh,
they got to do an
really?
extra
Crazy.
check, just and he had to pay more. He had to pay an extra fee.
Dude,
Yeah.
shout
Just
out
to
LT,
cross.
man, I
Yeah.
love that dude. Like, I haven't seen him in so long, but, oh
He's
my
back.
God, yeah.
He's back in the city. I saw
Oh,
him
word.
Is
today.
he back?
He's back from LA.
Hell
monk,
yeah,
the
man.
monk,
Hope
the
we go
Reverend
party.
himself.
The Reverend himself,
We gonna
socks
party
off
with
on the
that guy,
stage.
man.
Yeah.
He will be performing at Cotton Factory someday
Oh, okay.
Someday.
Oh, sick.
God Factory is awesome.
with the
out
Hamilton
Cotton Factory.
Philharmonic.
Oh, no way.
Can you tell I prepared for this
Oh.
promo? The Hamilton Philharmonic will be performing with LT the Monk on
Yeah.
Cotton Factory.
Shout out LT.
Supercrawl last year, I think.
Yeah, so they're doing a more intimate version of it at the Cotton Factory.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
That is on October
something.
In October.
Go check out
Man.
LT's posts, guys.
I don't know, like I
Go to
don't
the
know how
internet.
what shows we have in October, man. That's crazy.
Gonna be
Yeah,
in
no,
a
we
bunch
do
of
have
different
some shows.
cities.
I mean, we do,
Playing
but
in
we-
skate park.
I don't know him.
Well, yeah, we know we've got shows, but
Y'all will be performing at a little exclusive concert. And
Yeah. We have a bunch of stuff coming up because we're planning to like take the album on tour. You know what I mean? Like, so we're just planning our little things, and we found this thing, which is a noise complaint is cheaper to pay for than
Then a
booking
venue
a venue.
rental, yeah.
Actually,
That's
we should,
fair.
We should also look into. You can book parks; they're really cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
$30
know, I
and
just did the application this morning also.
To book a
Yeah.
park.
Yeah, to book a park for
Cool.
Just pull up to Beasley. Just pull up.
Yeah, word.
Pull up with a speaker. Say,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah,
we
for
played for Nikki's birthday at a skate park in Caledonia. We had
Did you?
Superstar Crush on the bill too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did it end up in the woods a little bit? Or is
that
that a different
was a
show?
different
That was a different one. Yeah, that was a different
Yeah, the
one.
When
cops
was that?
showed up and
Oh,
they were
that was
like,
the
"Oh,
Sunken Gardens.
we want to see you guys gone in like an hour."
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty cool.
So we'll be back in
Yeah.
an hour. 2 hours later, they're still not back, and we're still. So we're just doing the show. Like, I mean, I think they were at that point, like, you know, because it's only a one-time thing. No one really has a problem with it. Yeah.
Yeah, they just
Be different if you're hosting shows at that skate park all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
facts.
exactly.
Like I'm sure your neighbors on the street over here.
Yeah, man. Some of them hate us. Some of them
Oh,
love
yeah.
us.
Shout out
Yeah.
Noah, she loves us.
Yo, Noah is also a good person to talk. Show and Aline, have you ever talked to them on this?
Show and a lean.
Oh my God, those
Bro,
guys are a power duo,
Sharom,
man.
Sharom is one of the best, like, coolest photographers, like, here, who, like, doing the scene. And Aline as well, like, bro, you want to
I
talk
gotta
to
think
people
all the
who are
time.
in the scene that aren't, like, artists, talk to Show and Aline.
I'm
bro.
familiar with their.
Yeah, but
Their
their
stuff.
photography is
Yeah.
art.
It's
man.
just
actually,
yeah,
they
like-
really know how to capture.
Shoots
an
pretty
event.
well. I don't know full time or whatever, but for and then you consistently.
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
exactly.
Pretty
And
Like,
they have really sick pictures.
Yeah,
coming
they're-
up from
exactly,
there.
dude,
They
it's-
really know how to capture a vibe. They really
Yeah.
do.
Y'all
They
are
put
in.
a lot
Shout
of
out Show and
effort.
a lean.
yeah, shout out to Show and Aline.
Seats
bro.
open. I'm
Guy
sure
This is
is
like
dead.
this is
He's
like the
dead.
ice bucket challenge. We just nominate different people.
That's
Like,
how we
I wanna
start
see you on because
Come
of
on
that,
down to the
man.
show. So I'm gonna start inviting people.
Yeah.
Because for a long time I haven't it's just with promo how people's stuff work. I just line it up, right? They'll send me a message. I'm like, all right, do a show. As long as I have one guest a week, I'm content. I'll
Yeah.
go up to 4. That's where we max out 4
Yeah.
separate guests.
Yeah.
And those nights are
Cool.
not that fun.
That's
Yeah,
crazy,
man.
man. You're always working. so
Yeah,
hard.
no, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like,
But with y'all are kind of infamous. I sent a DM for this one. It's,
Yeah.
it's a short list of like, ask, hey, y'all. wanna come
Oh,
do it?"
yeah.
for
I
real,
feel-
no,
I
no,
feel
on the
I'm
list.
Honored, man. Honored,
honored
for
to
real.
be here, bro.
Yeah, like
nah, we really respect your work, man. Like, for real, like, you do a lot of hard work, and I think it's really important for the community. Like, I think it's really important. So, like, shout out, my brother. Yeah,
Oh,
give me
I don't accept any of this. Thank you. It means a lot. I
Yeah,
think
man.
likewise, what y'all are doing of the showcase that doesn't take place at the traditional venue, I think is something that's needed.
Bro, I think that promotes escapism. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
In
Like,
venues,
our
you-
band could have also been called escapism, but it was kind of too on the nose. Like, it was just like, that's what people want to do. They can't do that. Like, how are we supposed to be on stage and be like, you can be free, you can, like, be this free when we can't even get on tables? Like, you know, like,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the bars. And, like, the audience members can't get on tables.
Y'all
Like,
can't carry that same energy to a venue.
yeah, you
right? Like,
can't.
Exactly.
I feel like y'all have
And when we do,
filled
we
a
get in
void.
trouble.
Yeah, you filled a void that the Kill Room used to kind of have. You ever been
Shout
to the
out
Kill
Kill
Room?
Room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ever
yeah.
performed
Shout
there?
out Kill Room, man.
Yeah.
Shout out
You guys
Kill
ever
Room.
get to perform there?
No, I think we
didn't.
feel like it's
we,
kinda
it's
passing
like
ships,
just
right?
yeah, just
we
passed
were
with
just
each
a-
other.
We were.
I
there
think
were
we
a
were
lot of
scheduled
times
for
we
a show
yeah,
and then
we
he got
there were a
all
lot of
shut
times we
down.
were scheduled for shows, but then based on just the way we were like running things and stuff, we had a manager at the time who was like discouraging.
Doing a
us.
great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a great job.
Discouraging
telling you
those kind
there.
of like DIY events, you know what I mean? So we're like, oh, okay. But I mean, now looking back, we would have done that in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
got
know what I mean?
it's got your energy to it. So
Mhm.
it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Kill Room was awesome. We just went there just to rave all the time, just to
Yeah.
mosh, just to
Yeah,
skate,
just to party.
learning
Yeah.
how to do it and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that was a really sick spot, man. Shout out to Anthony, man. You did a really great
shout
job.
out
at that
Anthony.
place.
All
It was
right.
weird. There's a picture of me moshing at the Kill Room, and the twins are in the back before I knew them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think you're there too.
I love when that kind of stuff happens when you both been going to like the local things
Yeah.
consistently,
Yeah.
but you don't work together at all, and then it comes around and you're like, oh yeah, we've been at 10 of the same shows.
yeah,
No,
for
that's
real.
really funny.
It's meant to be.
Yeah.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
It all worked out. Now y'all one happy family.
Yeah.
Does
Bro,
ev-
happy is an understatement.
And so is
We're
family.
family.
Family is a little bit. Family is a little bit of a reach. I just met this guy.
he just auditioned last night. That's when you were talking about. Right? You allowed to talk?
But yeah,
hell yeah.
The show tonight.
Yeah, we're heading there right after here.
Outcast Experience.
You said
This
you're
our
gonna
third
perform
one.
a new song.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
wrote
we
it like
are.
2 days ago.
Yo, it's called Puberty, man. It's so awesome. It's
so
such
much
a
fun. I
fun
love it.
song, man.
Now, do you feel like the album coming out released you to start like working on new stuff?
I feel like
We were
always
working on stuff
before that
stuff.
even,
Yeah.
I
like-
think we have enough for like 4. It's just a matter of getting them recorded and
Yeah.
churned out, and
That's
the more you
the-
just keep
put it
getting written.
properly.
Like,
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Is actually like, okay,
Lining
we have
it
all the
up.
stuff. Let's just put it out there. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Because we've been playing these songs for like a year before we put them out. I like Choke and Hannah. Shout out Hannah. Hannah is someone you should ask.
Shout out
Someone
Hannah.
else that's culture curator
Yeah.
or culture connoisseur.
They have a song on our album. They're singing on it because they have a fantastically beautiful voice, and that's the 8th song. It's called Hannah Speak Softly, and yeah, like we haven't played those kinds of songs very often, but we've been playing most of these songs for like about a year. So when we're on stage and stuff, we're usually playing the stuff that's new and exciting to us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we'll give them a bit of the album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we had this song that came out a year ago or 2 years ago called Dr. Orgsum, and I shouldn't have told y'all how to pronounce it. You should have just checked it out.
Yeah, you search forever.
Yeah. But yeah, we still played that one and people love it.
Yeah, no, that
Like,
song's a banger.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a banger.
that's a bang.
Yeah, this new one's called Puberty, and then we have another one. Do you think we'd be able to do
Yeah,
that
I'm
one?
pretty sure we
I
can.
think we can pull
That
it
one's
off.
called
Yeah.
that one's called Easy Rain.
Easy Rain.
Easy Rain.
Yeah.
How new is this song?
Yeah, we made it. I wrote it 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
2 days. I wrote it 2 days ago, and then yesterday I showed it to the band, and now we're gonna play it today.
That's
I think that's
usual
the-
protocol. I met this guy the night before our first ever gig,
Yeah,
and then we
that's right.
practiced like the first, like the morning of. This
Yeah.
was, before we'd met Nikki. But yeah, the same thing when Nikki came around. It was the same deal. We just repeated that process, taught him all the songs the night before, and then did it the day
We're ready to
of,
go.
like-
Man, can you smoke in here,
So
bro?
this is just how we operate.
Does everyone live at the house of
At
the Holy
Goddess
Spirit?
House?
Goddess
No.
house?
No, Goddess House.
They're
is
the
so
most.
funny. House of the
Yeah,
Holy Spirit.
Eric's there the most. I mean, we mostly we just stay there whenever we're making our events and whenever we're practicing and recording and all that stuff. And also after like the after parties and stuff, we're usually crashing there and stuff.
Mhm.
But because Nikki lives all the way in Caledonia, so like Nikki's the one who lives the furthest. Everyone
Yeah.
else lives very close to Hamilton in that house.
But when we first started off, I think we were all kind of basically in the house together.
Yeah, we
yeah.
had Nikki
I
stay over
lived
for
there
like a
for
month
that.
and a half.
Yeah.
But
Devin's
it's
living
kind
there
of
now.
nice to decompress, like get away from after
Yeah.
the
Oh,
events
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
'cause people are just around all the time.
It's like an
Also-
open door. People will
Yeah.
just show up. You're like expecting to crash and go to bed. It's 11 at night. 15 people walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're entertaining
Yeah.
them, like,
You're like, the party's back alive.
Yeah,
no,
here we go.
And
Right?
it's fun. I mean, there were the times where we would just go to sleep, party, go to sleep, wake up, make some music, party, go to sleep, wake up, make some music. It was just fun because we were all living together.
Yeah.
That kind of like an opportunity doesn't arise like.
And I'd go to work on like 2 hours of sleep a night and not even feel it because like life was so exciting. It
Yeah.
was like, who cares?
Like, I'm enjoying this so much. So as you say, you do your most creating of these projects in that house?
Yeah, in that house, for
I mean, a lot of we write songs in many different ways. Like my bro will write a song, or I'll write a song, or Nikki or Eric will write a song, and we just kind of do that away from each other, and then we'll bring it
comes
to the
together
band,
in
and then
comes
it
together in that house.
and then we all kind of write our own parts to it. So yeah, most of the songs have come together
it
at
just
the
comes
house.
together in that house.
I don't think there's a single song on this album that we recorded or we had written before the band, right? I don't think
No.
so. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, even 22 was that riff that Eric brought
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Eric wrote that riff at 16.
Yeah,
Something like
crazy.
It's aged well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one last thing from you guys. Then I'll let you get out of here. You gotta get on the road, get to the
Oh,
show.
dude, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
We're having
we
a
can
blast.
have
Well, then you have to
Yeah,
stay.
yeah,
I have 10 more questions.
Yeah, for sure,
Let's
man.
go,
Let's
let's
do
go.
20. Let's do 20.
Who has had the most sexual partners?
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Nikki.
I wanted to make you guys like regret letting it go on.
like Brody.
This is community radio. We can't talk about this sort of things. But we do talk about those sort of things. It's not acceptable.
This is public radio.
This is family radio.
This is YouTube, all right? I used to be obsessed with the idea that Adam Sandler was on SNL at the age of 23.
That's
Adam Sandler was on SNL.
Okay, actually,
So I don't know. I don't know a lot of these white celebrities, man.
I kind of hate Adam Sandler to be honest, bro.
Who's your favorite celebrity?
Favorite? Oh my gosh.
Michael Jackson.
Yo, I mean that's a phase question, man. You ask me that now.
Yeah,
like, right now
facts.
it'd probably be Travis
Travis
Scott.
Travis Scott, Uzi, played by Cardi.
Yeah,
Mr. They're awesome.
Cardi,
They're so
man.
cool.
I think they all bring an energy to their shows.
Yeah,
that you guys have.
yeah, that's like
God.
super emulatable. Like, man, when we would play our rock shows and we'd be like, yeah, man, we feel so dope because we're like, I don't see any rock band like playing like with as much ferocity as we do. And then we
you
watch
watch
Travis
it, yeah,
Scott,
oh
and
my
I'm just
God.
like, oh, there was an 8.5 magnitude earthquake that occurred.
You're like, there it is.
Shout out Travis. Shout out
Like,
Travis.
there's the evidence.
Yeah.
Evidence. Shout out Travis
Yeah.
Scott. Yeah, Cactus Club.
Cactus Jack. La Flame, man. No, but that's definitely a phase thing. I think a couple of years ago, if you asked me that, it would probably be like Elton John or something.
Yeah,
you know?
facts. Like, or like, yeah, Led Zeppelin,
Led
like
Zeppelin,
Robert Plant, or whatever.
you know what I mean?
But you know, honestly, the people who did rock and roll back before like Nirvana came out were just the most sleazy people ever. Like, honestly, the sleaziest people ever.
They were sleazy as hell, and then
Name a few.
Name drop:
Page, huh?
Tommy Lee, Nikki Sixx, Vince. What's his name? Vince, whatever.
man,
Vince
it's
Crew.
too many people. Even David
Sleazy
Bowie,
in what
bro,
ways?
like,
Elaborate.
Oh man, they would like.
they took advantage of their power.
Bro, like, okay, for example, this one person, like Jimmy Page, he was the guitarist for Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
When he would go on tour and have these big shows, he was dating a 16-year-old girl who he locked in a hotel room and didn't allow her to leave until he get back from tour.
So you
Yeah,
could, you
sleazy
could
Back from
people.
tour?
Yeah,
exactly.
dude.
So you could like argue.
You gotta
for-
eat.
Yeah,
How
Yeah,
many
no,
days?
like, bro, like, she got room service. Well, of course, it's Jimmy Page. She was in a good hotel, but, bro, like, you can't kidnap a 16-year-old girl,
No.
put her in a hotel.
And even now, if you talk to the victim, they're like super like. I mean, Jimmy was so sweet, and oh my gosh, nothing bad happened. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the
bro.
that's the power complex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they feel enamored.
They were
'cause she was,
dating.
like-
What do you mean nothing bad happened?
Like yeah, no, she was like that's what she was saying. Like,
Oh,
but
oh.
that's the power complex. Like she was like that. She's still so doesn't realize. You know,
Yeah.
she was like,
Like, groom.
I had no idea why he picked me. You know what I mean?
She was
Like,
loving it, essentially. Yeah, that's tough.
And that kind of stuff is. And then Nirvana came and made rock a little too boring. So I mean, there's a balance. There's a
Yeah, well,
balance.
I feel like whatever came after Nirvana got kind of boring. You
Yeah.
know, like we
Yeah,
had like
radio took over. Is like
you had like emo core, and then new metal came out, and like new metal was. This is the thing about new metal is it has like this really sad history because it was coming out at the time that music and pop music was just starting to get really really bad. Like all the production and stuff was leading to things like I shout out Britney Spears, I love her, but like music that was like of that vein and stuff that was just like super overproduced, had these really cheesy beats. Like my favorite example of this is Rihanna's "What's My Name." That's like such a bad song, and it was like with these like techniques of production, like people put rock into it, and we got new metal. And Linkin Park did it really well in their first album, but then the fathers of it became Limp Bizkit. I mean, like, what
It
a
was
poster
okay.
child for a genre, you know? Like Fred
no,
Durst.
Slipknot was really crushing it though, man. Like,
Yeah, but
Slipknot,
even
like-
Slipknot just like
they
fell off so
later,
hard,
yeah.
and it's just like it's kind of disappointing. You just want to see like what would Kanye West do if he played rock
1
music?
minute.
You know what I
You
mean?
ever see them like, yeah, let's see. That's
That
a good
song's
song.
such
yeah.
a good
that song, bro.
song.
Him
oh
and
my
X?
God, so
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's one to play with all the genres.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
dabble
right,
and
exactly.
Stuff. Like I want to see those other bands. Like you want to see them age. Well,
Yeah.
so I can keep making music that's
yeah,
different and
exactly.
new, but sometimes
Different
it falls
and-
into
exactly.
Yeah.
they're trying to remake the
yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, bring back the old Slipknot. Those guys used to like throw up in their masks before performing and stuff, bro. Like just to like be in the vibe of like Slipknot.
Like
this
jagged
I am
vibe, bro.
Slipknot.
Yeah.
So can we expect vomit in the mask tonight?
Yeah, there actually already is vomit.
Nice. Before the
I think
before
he's
the
been
radio.
doing that.
Yeah, like we're
He's been
sampling
doing
all
that.
of these things.
There's bin vomit.
Pink and vomit.
Pink and vomit.
We've talked about Kanye a couple times.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Kanye song?
Paid.
is so good right
Paid
now.
and Vultures One.
But even
That slaps so hard.
what's that one good? Don't you grow up in a hurry?
That's a good song.
Your mama be
Violent
worried. Huh?
Violent crimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Violent Crimes.
Off yeah.
Yo, that was a
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good song. I was in the elevator the other day. There was a 6-year-old singing that song.
Yeah.
I was like, are you singing Kanye? No, because he knew he's not supposed to be listening. And then I
listen
started
to me.
singing back. And then there was a silence. We both did that at the same time. It was fucking sick. I mean, it was really sick.
I can cut that up. That's clipping.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
the
there's-
one beep
there-
for like the entire.
There's a weird thing with Kanye where it doesn't matter how hard he gets canceled.
No,
the
man, you
music,
can't
oh,
cancel
he kind of shines.
Bro,
So
it
you're like, I gotta
really
keep
shows
playing
through
it.
the art, you know
Which
what
is
I mean?
crazy
Like-
because when he talks, it's like, are you ever gonna make music again? Are you like focused on music? Do you give a crap about your artistry as a musician? And it's just like, either that's Kanye actually caring and doing it, or that's Kanye on like 30-40%. You know,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
one or the other. Like
It's just the version of him we're getting right now, and we're
Yeah.
like, oh no, it's not the old stuff. He's like, no, I'm like free making
yeah,
this music now.
Man, he's
and
crazy.
we gotta like be like the whole cancel thing is another way of people using their power, you know, against people who they don't deem should
Yeah,
be there. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not surprising that Kevin Hart wasn't allowed to do the Oscars. I know it's such an old thing, but this is
Yeah.
when it first became like an issue, right? But Donald Trump says stuff and becomes the president. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's a
facts.
like there. I don't want to say it's a racial thing, but there
But it
is
is
a
a
little
racial
bit
thing.
of that connotation there. That if you're a person of color, you need to be.
Like, look
spick
at what
and
happened to
span
Michael
perfect,
Jackson.
you know what I mean?
Like,
Like-
damn.
And so that kind of stuff is like they'll say the worst things about people that they don't think if they're not spick and span.
Yeah.
Like, if
They'll
they're
fish
not,
for
like,
it.
yeah,
They'll find the like. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, we've been trying to get rid of this person. How do we get rid of
how
them?
do we get rid of them?
And then a storyline can pop up, and they're like, all right, we're gonna run with
Yeah,
that.
run
that,
with
yeah.
it.
True or not, we're gonna like
Yeah.
put this storyline
Yeah,
everywhere.
because it doesn't matter if
it's like
true.
lynching back in the day. You know, you're doing the right thing, but you're setting someone on fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're doing the right thing by setting someone on fire, and whoever ends up getting lynched is always majority of the time was person of color because they never got a chance to say their speech. No one gives a damn. And
Their side didn't come out at all.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And women.
So it's that kind of stuff. Not to get too political about it, but that's the whole thing with Yeezy. Is like,
Yeah.
he's
If you want to hear more about it, check out our album.
Album.
We have a song called ACAFB, which is all cops are freaking beautiful, man. And you guys gotta check it out, man. It's all about politics.
actually I feel
Love
like
of cops.
if this does get a chance, the situation happening in Bangladesh right now. I don't know if you
Yeah.
heard about the government that got like they uprooted it.
Educate me.
The prime minister at the time was very corrupt. What they would do is they'd save seats and stuff for family members of people who served in the army rather than new educated people who are qualified. So there was a lot of nepotism going on in the government seats and stuff.
Yeah.
So
There's
that
an
was how it
uprising.
started, and then ever since there was a whole uprising. The whole government got upturned.
Wow.
That being said,
There was like a blackout for
there
like
was
2 weeks.
Yeah, we couldn't stay in touch with our parents because there's no internet or
Yeah.
anything because the government cut that
Cut
and
everything
stuff.
off.
Right now they don't have a government, so the army came in, and now the army is taking over the government situation. The song AGAB, our song, I think really captures that feeling that the guys over there must be feeling.
Yeah.
And the guys, the way that we feel hearing about that stuff, the oppression that we always go through, like that we have to just keep our mouths shut and put
Yeah.
it in one ear and send it out the other.
And
just
it's
'cause we
scary,
want the
man. Like,
peace,
especially as we're immigrants, we can't go back home. You know, like we can't go back just to go see if our parents are alright and see what's good and like come back here. You know, like we can't. If we went home, I wouldn't be able to come back to Canada.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not until I get my permanent residency, whatever the hell that is.
Just another piece of paper.
Yeah, another piece of paper to prove that I'm valid. Like, just it's not until I do that I can actually go back and like leave this
Visit all.
country for any kind of visits.
And
like,
shout out to these guys have seen us go through all of that
Oh
stuff.
my God.
And they just changed the
It's-
rules on it, not like today or something, do they not? It's like if you're
I
on
don't
a,
know.
they were like
Man, this guy's more brown than I am.
reporting from Six Buzz or something. It was like the rules were if you were on a visitor's visa, you couldn't probably apply for a worker's visa.
Oh, you can.
Like
Yeah.
while here,
Mm.
I'm gonna scare everybody. Now.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know the
yeah.
actual rules of what the thing
They have
is.
so
They
many
make it
stuff like
difficult. A
that.
lot of red tape. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be a fugitive, man. Y'all can catch me if you want. Come find me.
We'll help hide you.
Yeah, we got a community, man.
But even like in that scenario, you can't go back and check on your parents, and the internet's cut off.
Yeah.
So you can't communicate at all. That's a
Bro,
scary
we-
like.
scary as hell.
There was a bunch of like guys who were super like savvy with IT and stuff. They found a way to use proxy servers and stuff to find us like connections through like
Yeah,
these
there were
weird
some
websites.
apps and stuff that you could have used, but
But-
like,
I mean, why do you have to go through all?
It's a lot
that,
of work.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
like- so that
crazy.
kind of stuff is upsetting, and we really want to like coming from there, coming here. We really want to have a chance to like push that out, put a highlight on those problems. That the world isn't just oh, okay, Walmart raised their prices for a little bit more. Like, you know what I mean? There are
Yeah,
real issues that go
there's some
around
real issues, and
everywhere,
like
you know what I mean?
there are people who are being taken advantage of. There are people who are, it's just totally unfair. Like if you go the life that we live here compared to the life that we live there, it's just two completely different universes, you know. And
Just like
going
how our
back
album
there,
juggles two universes. Go check it out. One's
Yeah.
electronic, one's rock and roll.
Yeah,
and
but
the last
like-
song it
Excellent
merges
spin.
together.
and just like nice segue. And it's just freaking like it's not fair, man. Like I can't believe that stuff happens, and it just really puts into perspective the kinds of problems that people face here. You know, and like the kinds of things that people are worried about here, and like what kind of things constitute a good person, or what things constitute a bad person. Like all of those things kind of get totally broken away when you're like in a car.
The culture shock is real.
Yeah, when you're in a car in an AC and there's it's 40 degrees Celsius outside, and there's like kids without legs and arms, you know, like asking for like scraps of food.
Yeah.
You know,
And the
it's
only reason they're like that is because there's a whole. Not to get so dark, but like
yeah, if
like
you
there's
watch
a whole-
Slumdog Millionaire, you know what it's like.
Exactly. There's like a whole bunch of gangs who kidnap these kids and cut their hands off because you get more money if you don't have arms and you're begging,
Yeah.
rather
Wow.
than you have arms and you're begging. And
It's
this is stuff
crazy.
you just see all the way on the way to
Yeah,
school.
on the way to school, man. Like on the way back from school, like it's crazy. So coming here and like seeing what it's like, and seeing like how lucky and privileged it is, really, to be here. You know, like we really want to do that and give back. Like that's all that we really
Make the
have
most
to
of
do.
our opportunity here while we're here.
And then like make something of the stuff back home. Like there's no one back home that we can look up to that we're like, yeah, like those guys like went and made a mark on the international culture and then brought back the rewards of that to help.
Yeah, to come
know,
help
like-
where they came from.
Like there's no way in hell in my life that if when this stuff starts taking off and we're doing as much work as we can and we're being able to like live off of it, there's no way that we're not going to
Give back.
Give
Or
back
even,
to,
or
like,
even
Bangladesh
now,
and
we have
Sri
so many
Lanka.
people that have no place to stay. Like,
Yeah.
really,
If
they
you
don't
need a
have
place to stay and
if you
you're
need a place
cool,
to stay, the goddess
you
house
we
is
can
there,
you can
like,
crash at our place.
Like because we
Make sure you
we
note that
really
it's
believe-
only if you're cool.
I mean, don't be a dick.
This clip that I might send out may take a,
Take it
a
out
whole
of
lot of
context.
people.
Like a lineup.
Yeah, we're right.
It's like,
Exactly.
if they walk through, what's your favorite song?
Yeah, like Travis Scott.
There could be a cool test though if people
Yeah,
are allowed in
a
with these kind
coolness
of
test.
questions. No, but I'm glad you guys brought this up. You
Yeah.
said it's a little dark, but it's pink
a
and
little
dark.
pink,
Pink
yeah.
and dark. We did the
You
pink.
gotta
We did
mix
the
it
fun.
good.
There was
You know,
whipped
with the
cream.
collab.
There was we
Yeah.
did fun stuff. I'm glad you chose to talk about something serious as well. Cause
Yeah, no, for real.
you need people to speak on these sort of things that know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Are speaking from like their own experience and
Mhm.
relation to things that are close to them, rather than just like, oh, I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it on the
Right.
internet. You know what I mean? Just regurgitating information from someone else,
Mm-mm.
because a lot of that's skewed,
Yeah.
right? So
No, real stories, and I don't think a lot of people know what it's like. I don't think a lot
No.
of people can imagine what it's like to be there.
Mm.
It's really, really crazy. There are no traffic lights.
They
Yeah.
actually
Like,
don't have traffic.
or all the traffic lights are on at the same time. If you
So
can imagine that. But
is
there
that
are
just
also
lights?
cars.
Yeah.
And there's no one-way or two-way streets. Everything is a free-for-all. So it's just like, it's a really different, and that's just the traffic system. Just, you know?
that's just getting to where you're going
Yeah,
for
man.
another problem to be faced.
Exactly.
Like, wow.
Once
It's
you get
crazy.
there,
Wow, it's insane.
it's an awesome.
But
city.
that's
Have
where
you-
that's where we learn how to pay cops.
Wait,
So-
have you ever been outside of Canada or?
I have been outside of Canada,
Oh,
not
word.
to Bangladesh, I remember to in like Dominican Republic
Oh,
or the
cool.
States, or so that's where I'm imagining of like the street situation
Yeah.
isn't exactly polished there,
no.
or Cuba is another.
If we ever go
example.
back and like have the chance to come back, I'll show you pictures of like what it's like there. It's crazy, man. Videos and stuff. Like,
Definitely do. Little farewell whipped cream toots here.
sorry about that, man. I keep trying.
I
to
just
break
gave it a
this.
nudge. You're all good.
I'm sorry. Crap.
Is there whipped cream in Bangladesh?
No, there is not whipped cream. Unless you're you're not gonna get something like this, man. Like
I haven't seen this. They probably do have it now because we haven't been there in a while.
in a while. But yeah, when we were there, when my dad first moved to Bangladesh, there was no Christmas. Like they didn't have Christmas there. No one
Oh,
knew
yeah, they
what
didn't
Christmas.
celebrate Christmas.
They didn't know what Christmas.
Pick a dark.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys brought the whipped cream.
Thank you. No,
You
we
want
were just
some?
a little bit hungry. Do you want some, bro?
Yeah, I want some whipped
Yeah.
cream. I'll get some.
You've got the long arms.
No, we can't do it over the phone.
No, we're not.
I'll get
Oh,
sent
no,
straight to hell. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic.
Put it in his mouth. Yeah, Brody. Yeah.
Jeff,
Yes,
take a dollar,
Brody.
man. Take a dollar.
Take a dollar.
Yeah.
That's good, eh?
So this will probably be my last show. Had a good time though.
That's what
Okay.
freaking every promoter says when they have us on stage, man.
Yeah, for real.
They're like, this was a good run.
It was nice while it lasted.
This is where we do the back and forth. So, have some fun whipped cream. What can someone do to help out with a situation like Bangladesh? What's going on there?
Man.
Right now, I think educating themselves, understanding a little bit more about it, and not being like
Honestly, also sharing posts if you see
Sharing
about
posts,
it.
like, that really does
that really helps.
a
Like,
huge thing.
like for example, the situation in Gaza, people are still not stop talking about it, which is awesome. Like people shouldn't stop talking about it until there's a solution that comes. And the same thing is happening in Bangladesh. You know, there's some stability, but things still need to improve. And the more people that know about it, the more social pressure that the government feels to actually make some kind of change. You know, it's like bullying them into like doing something, which is awesome. Like you should totally do
Hey,
that.
that's exactly what we should do to the
Yeah,
government.
exactly. That's what a democracy is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Not just
make
be
any
they're
sense.
just there and we just all bow down and listen to them. We're supposed to be pressuring
Yeah,
them to
exactly.
change some stuff. So hearing that they
no, but for real, they do require a little bit of social pressure because they can't keep getting away with it.
send me that clip.
That's freaking Jesse Pinkman from shout out Aaron Paul. Breaking Bad.
Great show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We're gonna end on that serious note.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
super
Yo,
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
thank
gosh.
you.
Dude,
yeah,
bro,
this was
I
I
great.
appreciate y'all coming out.
Yeah,
You're welcome
man.
back anytime.
Dude, hell yeah,
This is
man.
where I try to keep the questions loose enough right now,
Yeah.
so that I don't do a deep dive interview and I'm like, all right, never come back because I know
Yeah.
everything about you.
Yeah,
We'll do this again. We'll
And I
switch.
hate
You
you.
guys will sit in the front.
Yeah,
they'll sit in
yeah,
the back.
that'd be cool.
The whipped cream. Is it just like an extra thing
You guys
to,
prefer blood
to
sugar
enjoy the
stuff.
party?
I feel like it should be open to interpretation.
Good answer. Give me a This is a Because Design Matters exclusive with whipped cream in your mouth. Now I'm fired.
Because design matters.
Exclusive.
And now say who y'all are and that you've been watching Because Design Matters.
Where God is.
You've been watching.
Because design.
Matters.
Oh yeah, shit.
Phenomenal. You're welcome back anytime. Thanks
Love
for
you,
coming
man.
out.
Love you, bro.
Have a
Thank you
good
so
show
much.
tonight.
Thank you, man.
Y'all are gonna
Thank
kill it.
you.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
get y'all on this side.
Yo, can I get a
Appreciate
towel?
y'all coming out.
Can I get a towel, bro?
There's no whipped cream anywhere. Everyone have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in.
Love you, bro.
Love y'all too.
Where God is.
You've been watching.
Because design.
Matters.
Oh yeah, shit.